which is that this House adopts the report of the Public Accounts Committee on its examination of the report of the Auditor General on the financial statements for the national government ministries, departments, and agencies for the financial year 2022-2023, laid on the table of the House on Thursday, 19th February 2026. As members of that opinion say aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Honorable members, allow me to acknowledge a visiting institution, Kenya Institute of Management, Utawala Branch, from Embakasi East, Nairobi. On my behalf and on behalf of the House, we welcome them to the House of Parliament. Go back to order number 2. I have a comment, call out order number 2.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Members on their feet, take your seats. Honorable members, after this communication, we'll go to order number 8, a procedural motion moved by the majority leader. After that procedural motion, I will give the House 1 hour to eulogize our departed colleague from Emurua Digiri. We'll tell you the time allocated to whoever is given the privilege to speak. So members on their feet there, take your seats, the nearest seats. Honorable members, allow me to make the following communication in relation to the demise of the member for Emurua Digiri constituency, the late Honorable Johana Ngeno Kipyegon, CBS MP. Honorable members, you may recall that on Saturday, 28th February 2026, I did notify all honorable members and the general public and the general public of the untimely and tragic demise of the Member of Parliament for Emurua Digiri constituency, the late Honorable Johana Ngeno Kipyegon, CBS MP. The late member lost his life in a helicopter crash on the evening of Saturday, 28th February 2026 in Chepkiep area, Mosop constituency, Nandi County. He passed on alongside 5 other occupants of the ill-fated helicopter, namely Lieutenant Colonel retired George Were, who was flying the helicopter, Mr. Nicholas Kiplangat Kosgei, a personal aide and photographer, Mr. Amos Kipngetich Rotich, a young Kenya Forest Service officer, Mr. Robert Kipkoech Wuketer, an aide, and Mr. Wycliffe Kiprotich Rono, who was also an aide to the member. Until his untimely demise, the late Honorable Johana Ngeno was serving his 3rd consecutive term in Parliament, having been first elected in 2013. Honorable members, the late Honorable Ngeno was born on 12th December 1972 in Narok County and attended Mogondo Primary School until 1987. He thereafter proceeded to Maseno National School for his secondary education, which he completed in 1991. The late Honorable Ngeno pursued his higher education at Kyiv TSN University in Ukraine from 2003 to 2006, earning a Bachelor of Arts degree in International Law. Upon his return to Kenya, he advanced his academic pursuits, earning a Master of Arts in International Studies from the University of Nairobi in 2010, and Bachelor of Laws degree from the Mount Kenya University in 2014. His academic and professional journey reached a defining milestone in September 2025 following his admission to the bar as an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, fulfilling a long-held professional dream. Honorable members, prior to his entry into elective politics, the late Honorable Ngeno served as a director at the Agricultural Development Corporation, ADC, from 2008 to 2012, gaining experience in public sector management and administration. when he transitioned to elective politics and joined the 11th Parliament in 2013, the late Honorable Ngeno immediately began showcasing his leadership strengths and passion to advocate for the electorate and serve the nation. During the 11th Parliament between 2013 and 17, he dedicatedly served as a member of the Departmental Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs and the Public Investments Committee. In the 12th Parliament from 2017 to 22, the late Honorable Ngeno served in the Departmental Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs, the National Government Constituency Development Fund NGCDF Committee, and the Committee of Powers and Privileges. Honorable members, those of you who knew the late Honorable Ngeno will agree with me that as a legislator, he believed and invested in continuous leadership growth, as evidenced by his steady rise to leadership influence in the House. Indeed, until his demise, he had risen to the position of chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Housing, Urban Planning, and Public Works, a role he discharged with distinction. He was also a dedicated member of the Liaison Committee. As the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Housing, Urban Planning, and Public Works, he was instrumental in the processing of legislation on affordable housing, which was a significant contribution to the actualization of housing and settlement pillar under the government's bottom-up economic transformation agenda. Honorable members, as testament to his legislative proactiveness, the honorable member had sponsored the Quantity Surveyors Bill 2026, which was published on 20th February 2026. This bill seeks to establish the Institute of Quantity Surveyors to regulate the practice of quantity surveying in the country. The introduction of this bill underscores his commitment to the strengthening of professionalism and standards within the sector. Regrettably, the bill was yet to be introduced in the House. It is my hope that the Procedure and House Rules Committee will explore procedural avenues for legislative business continuity in the event of premature exit of the sponsors. Honorable members, since joining Parliament in 2013, the late Honorable Ngeno has maintained a close connection with the people of Emurua Digiri, serving them with passion. He was a strong advocate for education, facilitating the provision of school buses to several institutions and ensuring the timely disbursement of NGCDF bursaries to needy students within his constituency. Honorable Ngeno was also deeply engaged in community welfare, selflessly supporting vulnerable families facing hardship, and playing a key role in mediating inter-community conflicts in his cosmopolitan constituency. Honorable members, in recognition of his astute leadership, contribution to nation building and marshalling the legislative business of the House, the late Honorable Ngeno was conferred the Chief of the Order of the Burning Spear, CBS, by the President in 2023. Honorable members, the late Honorable Ngeno truly appreciated African culture and passionately promoted the cultural activities, local talents, and the welfare of local artists. He was the founder and patron of the Kalenjin Music Festival, an annual event that will enter its 4th edition this year. For the record, the tragic helicopter crash ended his life when he was returning home from Endebess, where he had graced the 35th anniversary of local artist Kim Kim's music. In his demise, the institution of Parliament, and indeed the whole nation, has lost a devoted legislator, servant of the people, a problem solver, a mentor, an advocate for justice, and above all, a paragon of courage. On behalf of the House, the Parliamentary Service Commission, and on my own behalf, I convey our heartfelt condolences to the families and friends of the late Ngeno and the 5 individuals who also lost their lives alongside him. Honorable members, in order to accord a befitting send-off to our departed colleague and the 5 other victims, I have constituted an ad hoc committee of Parliament to plan the funeral and coordinate the arrangements. The committee comprises the following members: Honorable Julius Meli, CBS MP, chairperson and team leader; Honorable Mugambi Rindikiri, CBS MP, Vice Chairperson. Honorable Julius Sunguli, GHMP. Honorable Oscar Sudi, MP. Honorable Brighton Yegon, CBS MP. Honorable Engineer Mark Nyamita, MP. Honorable Gadoni Wamshomba, HSC MP. Honorable Kitilai Olenduto, MP. Honorable Rebecca Tonke, MP. Honorable Kakai Bisau, MP. Honorable Joseph Cherorot, MP. Honorable Victor Koech, MP. And in consultation with the Speaker of the Senate, we have the following 3 senators in the committee: the Honorable Senator Wafula Wakoli, CBS MP, Senator Hilary Sigei, CBS MP, and Senator Eddie Okech, MP. Honorable members, to celebrate the life and legacy of the late Honorable Ngeno, a requiem service will be held tomorrow, Wednesday, 4th March 2026, at the African Gospel Church, AGC Karen, starting at, I thought it was 9 a.m. Has it been changed? Starting 9 a.m., not 11 as is written here. And in fact, members, I encourage you, if you pass the motion that is coming, not to sit tomorrow. Those of us who want to be in that requiem mass, be seated at this church by 8:30, so that we are able to start the program by 9 to finish in time to come back for the afternoon sitting. Thereafter, after the service, bodies of the late Ngeno and 5 other victims will be transported to Narok on Thursday, 5th March 2026 for service at Emurua Dikiri Primary School, Narok County. This will be followed by the funeral service and interment at his rural home in Emurua Dikiri on Friday, 6th March 2026. Consequently, honorable members, this afternoon the House Business Committee has resolved to suspend business for the morning sitting of Wednesday, 4th March 2026 to allow members to attend the requiem service. You will indeed be aware by now that a supplementary order paper has been published to facilitate a motion to suspend the sitting for tomorrow morning. Finally, honorable members, permit me to record the thanks of the House to the County Government of Narok, the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Government, and to all those who went above and beyond the call of duty to facilitate airlifting of the bodies of the deceased from Nandi to Nairobi. I also thank honorable members who have visited and continue to condole and fellowship with the family and friends of the late Honorable Ngeno. Honorable members, this morning I visited the home with a team of about 25 members to condole with the family, and it does happen that the father-in-law of the Honorable Ngeno is one of our former colleagues, the Honorable Stephen Olendutu, who served with me in this House and in the first Senate after the 2010 Constitution, and is also a brother to one of our colleagues, Sikilai Olendutu. Honorable members, in honor of our departed colleague, the Honorable Jonathan Ngeno Kipyegon, CBS MP, and those who perished alongside him, I request that we all be upstanding and observe a moment of silence. May their souls rest in eternal peace. Amen. I thank you. Go back to order number 8.
Order number 8, procedural motion. Resolution not to hold a